How would you like to raise $1 million to $100 million from accredited investors in less time with help from industry professionals? Here are 4 of the biggest reasons companies struggle to raise capital. First, they lack contacts or connections among investors such as family offices, high net worth individuals, and other professional investors. Second, they lack the time required to successfully raise capital. And thirdly, they lack a team with the connections and competence in their organization to effectively pitch and bring their deal forward. And finally, companies usually lack the foundations that enable them to be successful, such as a solid business case, the right content, resources, tools, and processes. My name is Roy, and I'm going to share how we've helped our clients raise $1 million to $100 million from accredited investors through investor introductions, and how you can do the same. I'm also going to share the 7 simple and proven steps to raise capital, and how you can connect with the right investors to raise capital in 3 months by leveraging a proven system and reverse solicitation. I run Malmberg Capital, a boutique investment and advisory firm, and we connect companies and qualified investors internationally. Since 2016, I've focused on building a strong network and database of family offices, high net worth individuals, and other accredited investors. We've helped our clients, funds, and companies raise more than $200 million. Our presence is strong in Europe, United States, the Gulf, and other key hubs around the world. We've got clients and investors on every continent. And so who is this for? Well, this is for companies raising a follow-on round. It's for fund or asset managers raising capital, or private equity deals in need of financing. One of our clients, Joseph Aron from Third Round Analytics Capital, raised more than $10 million while working with us. After he made some adjustments to his business and recruited a team, he then closed on $30 million the following year. Another client of ours, Julius Stein at H2O Securities, secured a $150 million investment in less than 6 months. Sanville Moses at Waymaker Venture Capital worked with us to connect with qualified investors internationally, and after 2 months, Sanville had raised $2.05 million for one company and secured an additional $3.9 million for another company. Another one of our clients, Dion Deloff at AI8 Ventures, work with us for their $60 million fundraising to connect with family offices and high net worth individuals, as well as wealth managers and other qualified investors. And during the first 3 months of working with us, they generated more than 50 meetings. There are 7 simple and proven steps that get people interested, generate meetings, and bring home investments. And if you get any of them wrong, it will be the bottleneck that holds you back from raising the capital that you want. The first step is getting the opportunity right. This means putting together the right offer, valuation, terms, accompanied with due diligence. The second step is having the right media material that communicates what your company is all about, pitches to investors, and tells your story in a compelling way. The third step is making sure you focus on the right contacts and connections by utilizing previous research. As an example, our team has collected this intelligence over the years through marketing and personally interacting with thousands of investors. But we've also utilized data mining and artificial intelligence to give us an edge when it comes to focusing on the right investors. The fourth step is having a solid all-around distribution system that you can use for marketing and investor relations. And this will get your deal to the right investors and pre-sell them so that when you get on a call with them, they're already intrigued and eager to talk to you. Far too often, people get the communication wrong, or their message is never received by the investor and doesn't get the attention it deserves. And while there are many reasons for this, unfortunately, it can simply come down to the lack of technical knowledge or incorrect data. The fifth step is to make sure you conduct the meetings in the right way and that you have a team with connections and competence to pitch and close the final deal. The sixth step is to follow through after the meeting, to follow up, address key issues, provide information, and to provide a path to move forward. And the seventh step to raise capital faster is to compress time. Part of this simply comes down to focusing on what works and not wasting time on what doesn't or trying to reinvent the wheel. The other part of it comes down to leveraging urgency, social proof, and time constraint. Having momentum in the fundraise will enable you to close more capital faster. So how can you connect with the right investors to raise capital in 3 months by leveraging a proven system and reverse solicitation? Like I mentioned, we tend to work with a lot of family offices, high net worth individuals, and other qualified investors internationally. And we've got a close network. But ultimately, when we started out, we had to build a network of ourselves. And now we have about 8 to 10 employees, including myself. And we needed a way to make sure that we could speak with the right investors. And what I find is that out of the deals that we've done, the ones that have happened very quickly, it's almost always when the investor is already aware of the market, probably doing a bit of research. And wherein you're able to connect them with a good, interesting opportunity. Things tend to happen very quickly. The other side of it is the relationship, right? So we build these relationships, but it takes some time before you build up the trust so that you can function in an advisory capacity and before they will actually listen to your opinion, etc. So for us, it's both, but we tend to rely a lot on reverse solicitation. And this is something that we've really mastered. So it means that people come to us and they inquire for information, for insight, for deals, whatever. And we find that with those people, we have 10 times higher success rate in actually closing a transaction with them. So what we can do is to help you raise funding through these investor introductions. So what does this process look like? This can happen in 2 ways. In the first case, if our team is already busy, or if you're better off engaging with investors yourself, we give you access to our database and network and show you the best way to structure your opportunity, your pitch, and to utilize a distribution system and strategies to connect with and get meetings with the right investors for your capital raise. In the second case, if your company qualifies, we will first look at your company, do our research, and find how we can present it in a compelling way to the right investors. We'll help you raise capital through investor introductions in as little as 3 months, but anywhere from 3 to 12. It's really a normal distribution, and time varies depending on the deal. We would normally target 7 to 15 interested parties or investor meetings with qualified investors each month, but it depends on what the requirement is. And what I mean by these introductions is 1, they're accredited investors. 2, they have interest to invest right now. And 3, they have expressed interest in your industry. We will introduce investors, but would typically expect you to dedicate some time to attend the meetings. Another client, Richard at World Food Bank, wanted to connect with impact investors globally to raise $10 million for their management company. Now, you can try to implement this yourself and go at it alone, or you can let someone who's done it before help you implement these steps. Now you're probably thinking, how can I get help raising capital and connect with the right investors? Well, this is a good fit if you're looking to reduce your workload, raise capital, and target qualified investors with the right focus, and work with a company that has a strong incentive to deliver results. I typically work with these type of clients: companies raising a follow-on round, fund or asset manager raising capital, private equity deals in need of financing. So here's how this works. To qualify to work with us, you first need to get on an exploratory call with me or my team. And we'll ask you some questions about your business to determine what the best custom-tailored solution is for you. And make sure that your business is ready to raise capital, and determine how to best position your business when we speak with investors, and determine the ideal investor for you, and to lay out a step-by-step action plan for your capital raise. This exploratory call will take around 30 to 45 minutes, and you will be speaking with me or an expert on my team, and we'll help you put together a strategy to raise capital faster. So who is this for? You've got something valuable to offer investors. You want to raise capital. You need to reach family offices, high net worth individuals, funds, institutions, or other qualified investors. And you want to save time by getting help from professionals or leverage an existing strategy and contacts. And this is a fit whether you already have legal documents and marketing material ready or not. And you want to pay for results, but you do have a budget of at least $5,000 to $10,000 to set aside in order to start an engagement. Who is this not for? Well, this is not for people that have no budget or no cash reserves at all. You can pay for results when working with us, but it does require a budget to get started. And this is not for people who've not yet to put together an opportunity to raise capital for. It's important to know if you're a good match or to know if you're not a good match, because I really want this to be a win-win, and therefore I'm only looking to work with clients that we can get results for, so that we can work together long term. And if I believe that I can't help, I'll be upfront with you and I will try to suggest some other solution. The first step is to complete an application for a private one-on-one exploratory call. And the application is necessary so that we can be productive on our call, and so that I can determine that I can help you and that I'm the best person to help you get results, and that you're ready to commit and take action. Once I've reviewed the application, I'll extend an invitation. Typically, the call will take 30 to 45 minutes, where we'll discuss your goals and how we can help you raise capital. And at the end of the call, one of two things will happen. You'll either be a fit, and I'll offer the opportunity to work with me as one of my clients, or if it's not a good fit, that's okay too, and we'll leave it there with no hard feelings or obligations. But either way, you'll receive an incredibly valuable call and walk away with new insight and clarity that you can use to break through any barriers that you may have in your business at the moment. And it will probably be the most valuable 30 to 45 minutes you invest in your business this year. So go ahead and complete your application now, and we'll see if we're a good fit for doing business together. Because I want to deliver amazing results, I can only take on so many clients right now. And we've got a lot of people, a tremendous amount of people that inquire and want to work with us. But we can only take on so many clients at a time and give them the attention that they need to have success. Because of that, keep in mind that this is first come, first serve. That being said, I understand that I can't promise that this will be available for very long. But I found that those who have the ability to make decisions quickly and to, that take action immediately are usually the best clients and who end up with the best results. So if you feel like this is right for you, then go ahead and apply for an exploratory call right now and follow the instructions on the next page. I hope you've got value out of this short video, and I will talk to you soon.